Welcome you all to the post-launch session on third day. Before the launch, we are discussing about how to submit a research article to any journal. So, now here let us assume that we have submitted a research article to a journal and after some time, maybe 2-3 months, we received some comments. Okay. So, how you will know you have received a comment? You will receive an email from the editor where the decision will be given, and if the paper there may be multiple decisions. The first thing is, if your luck is not so good, you will get a decision which states that your manuscript submitted have been rejected, that means not accepted for possible publication. So, there is nothing to do here, you look for an alternate journal. The second thing you can receive is that they will say your paper is accepted as it is, that means no modification is required to do in that your manuscript. Another possibility is that you will receive comments like that your paper is accepted with minor revision. So, there will be some comments from the reviewers. So, you need to address the comments and modify the manuscript as per requirement. For example, there may be some typing mistakes, some grammar mistakes, or the reviewer might have given some suggestion, you incorporate them. So, the suggestion may be to modify some plots, to add some plot, or maybe to delete some plots, like that. And another possibility is you may get the comments for a major revision. Major revision means they may say that you need to conduct more experiments for a higher range of some parameters, or maybe you run simulation for more cases. That means you again need to do further research and get some more data. Again you incorporate this data into your manuscript as per the comments of the reviewers. That means you will do a major modification in that one. So, in that case what will happen, you will again submit your article there on the same platform, that will be called the modified version of your manuscript. Again it will go for the review. So, it will go to the same reviewers who basically reviewed here, and occasionally the same reviewer may not be available. So, in that case they will send to a new reviewer where they will provide the comments of the previous reviewer also. So, that new reviewer can assess based on what was the previous reviewer's comment and what modified document and the response you have provided in the next time. So, accordingly the reviewer will give the comment. So, again it will be the comment may be like this: the modification and suggestions are incorporated to the satisfaction of the reviewer. That means it is recommended for publication. Sometimes whatever modification or improvement you have done, they may not be satisfied. So, in that case they will say this is not acceptable in this form, that is again they will reject your manuscript. So, these are the possible outcome of your submitted manuscript. So, now here we will see, let us we consider one case. So, the same manuscript whatever I have shown in the previous session, that I will consider. So, whatever actual comments we received and what was the actual response we provided to the reviewer, that we will see and we will go for a discussion. So, when you receive the email as part of your review response, that email will contain some text written by the editor, that is basically the comment of the editor or the associate editor, and there may be some attachments in the email, which attachment basically contains the comments of the reviewers. Sometimes the comment of the reviewer will be part of the email, or sometimes it will be a separate attachment as a Word file or as a PDF file. So, here you can see we have one such file. It is reviewer, normally they will send minimum to 3 reviewers. So, you can see here what is the reviewer's comment I am reading. It says, in this manuscript, the authors numerically investigated the performance of a recharging macro channel. The results indicated that the recharging macro channel showed a better temperature uniformity on the bottom wall than the conventional one. This manuscript can be considered to be accepted for publication in IJTS. So, IJTS is the name of the journal. It is a shortcut popularly known as. However, the following comment suggestions needs to be addressed before acceptance. So, here you can see what is the general practice will be. You write a little bit about the work. Some reviewers they will write maybe a one paragraph, maybe 8 to 10 or 12 lines. Some reviewers they write very brief, like here you can see what is there in this manuscript, okay, and this is his final verdict. This manuscript can be considered, however, needs to address before acceptance. That means, first you do these changes or incorporate this, after that it will be accepted. So, it is a recommendation to the editor. So, they only recommend, editor will make the final decision. So, sometimes you will see it is recommended to be accepted, but the editor can also reject it based on what is the comments written. So, here you see first one it says per bullet point in highlights cannot exceed 85 characters including spaces, and the English writing needs to be improved. Okay. So, they are self-explanatory. The present design is somewhat like hybrid macro channel. Many efforts have been devoted to studying cooling performance, and this work should be commented. That means, indirectly they are saying that your work do not have novelty, similar work already exists, but then their names are different. Hybrid macro channel or slot jet macro channel, you have used a different name. So, now I have to defend it. Then next question is, please clarify whether the dimensions of the macro channel remains unchanged when the parameters shown in table 1 vary. If they also vary, the comparison may be unfair. Please comment on it. So, I have to give what I want to say in this matter. So, like that there will be some questions, like see it says he has given list of research articles which they feel they are similar to our work. So, maybe they want this to be added in the list of papers I have cited in that work, that is they want to tell that you include them. So, if you are getting a recommendation like this to include some of the research articles, you should observe who are the authors. If you find 1 or 2 common authors in everywhere, likely to be the reviewer is that person only, and maybe trying to increase his citation research work through this comment. This is not necessary, maybe through his comment he is indirectly giving a push to increase his overall number of citations. So, this is not this is a unethical practice as per here in this field, but sometimes some people do it. Even it was reported in one of the cases that the editor, who is the main editor of the journal, has instructed to the reviewers everywhere to write some comments like this. That means, they have to include some journals from their some articles from their journal. They do not say which specific author, but their journal, so that indirectly their journal's overall impact factor will increase. Okay, so this is one sample, and this is the email we received. Thank you for submitting your manuscript. Reviewers comments considered. I invite you to resubmit your manuscript after addressing all the reviews. So this is the editor's comment. Editor says, please modify as per the comments and you resubmit. After that, I will decide whether I will accept or not. So this is the email print I am taking, and this is the one reviewer given as attachment, second reviewer, this is given in the email itself. You see the second reviewer writes a lot of things. After that his question starts, question 1, question 2, like that. Then another reviewer, again some one paragraph, then again some questions they have. Then here you have reviewer 4 also, reviewer 5 also there. So it depends on your situation. So here there were 5 reviewers. Okay. So that means there were lot of questions. That means you are in a big trouble. So no questions means you are very lucky, but lot of questions you are in big trouble. Again they will give a deadline. So normally it remains 30 days to reply. But if you feel and you are not in a position to reply within 30 days, because you see it's not like that I am waiting idle sitting to reply this only. I have many things to do as a PhD student as well as a faculty also. PhD student can do, but faculty also needs to check it. So you may not get sufficient time it. So you can request for extension for deadline. Okay, kindly provide another 15 days and they will definitely agree to you.
Reviewers got any fees from publishers?
No, everything is free of cost. Editor does not get paid, reviewer does not get paid, everything is free of cost. It is only, it adds value to your CV or biodata. So if you are an editor, means you are respectable. So if you are a reviewer in reputed journals, it is respectable. Like you become president of a club. So maybe you are paying under the pocket, but you get prestige. You are a president of a club, something like that. And after getting the comments, what you should do? You should take a print and keep your mind cool, go through them, don't be tense, okay? Read it multiple times, because you need to understand what exactly he or she wants. You have to reply exactly to that point, because now reviewer is in the God's chair. He is in a higher level. There is the right or power to reject your manuscript. So you have to address them politely. Your language is also important. He might, whatever he may be saying, your work is not very good, it is very bad. Still your language should be very polite. Then you will prepare your report. That report you need to submit, that is called your rebuttal. Okay. So you can you just open a blank document file and there you can just write at the top as the rebuttal or reply to the reviewers, whatever you like. At the top first you write down your manuscript ID. So when you submit a manuscript you get a ID, because that is a reference number. Like when you take admission in an institute you get a roll number. Okay. So that is known as a paper ID. So here simple, Thesky is the shortcut name for that journal, this is the year and this is the serial number of that year. So that means before me in that same year 2032 manuscripts already submitted, and in one case we have seen the acceptance rate is 24% only. So that means if you consider it is the last journal of that year, if you assume, that means out of 2000 only 500 papers is accepted, remaining 1500 is rejected. Okay. So then anonymous reviewers, because we do not know, the reviewer may be my colleague only from my department or maybe a known person only, we do not know. They might have written very bad comment about your manuscript, but still you have to write, we thank the reviewers. we thank the reviewers for appreciating of our work. So, you will find out they will also not be harsh in one directional. So, somewhere they will praise you and somewhere they will comment you. Okay. So, we thank the reviewers for appreciation of our hard work, and we also thank the reviewers for their comments and recommendations, because their comments indirectly you have to take it positively, that it helps to improve the quality of your article. They say, okay, if you modify this, better. That means you modify it, then it becomes better. Okay. This really helps to improve the overall quality of a revised manuscript. You may not be personally agreeing to this statement, but you should write like this. Okay. The response to reviewer comments are presented below one by one. Clear? So, in this case we have 5 reviewers. So, reviewer 1, their question and our reply. Reviewer 2, all the questions and our reply. Like this it will be a single document. So, a response to reviewer 1. So, whatever the question there, just I copy pasted it, then our reply. So, here to find out their question and our reply difference, we have made it their questions to be bold and our reply to be normal writing, and bold we have made it italic. So, there is no rule, nowhere it is written, just you apply your logic. Okay. So, they have suggested something, we have written this is now revised as suggested. Kindly refer to figure 1 on page 6 of the revised manuscript. So, here you see this is now added to the, this is now revised as suggested. That means what we want to mean? We accept all the comments of the reviewer and we modified what exactly as it was suggested or requested or asked, whatever may be. Then when the reviewer will check to make him comfortable that we have modified everything, we should write in a manner it will be convenient for him or her. That means you write page number, line number, etc. so that immediately he or she can identify what modification or improvement you have done, so that he will refer to the old and new. He can understand easily that you have done it. Otherwise, if he or he is struggling to know whether you have done improvement or not, then again they will become irritated. So, that is why refer figure 1 on page 6. Then there is again a question is add a figure showing the simple macro channel to which noble geometry is compared. So, to which you are comparing, you also give that one. So, this is now added in the schematic diagram.
Sir,
Refer.
not visible, sir. Not visible, sir.
Screen is not visible.
No, sir. Screen is not visible.
Other participants, please confirm whether screen is visible or not.
Visible, sir.
Yes.
Visible, sir.
Visible.
Okay, so whoever is not able to see, I suggest you again log out and re-log in.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you. So, second one, it is advised to add some figure in the figure, that means basically you modify the figure. We have written this is now added in the schematic diagram, kindly refer to figure 1F. So, this is the new number to the added one. So, it is figure 1F on page 6 of the revised manuscript, not the actual manuscript. You have to give the page number for the new one. Okay. So, like this you have to give your comments, and somewhere they might have even asked some explanation. You have to explain it. Sometimes the explanation you will write here only, sometimes that you will also incorporate in the manuscript also. Okay. So, that also you have to write down here. So, you see here something given here. Here you written this is now revised suggested. Kindly refer page 4 figure caption ... page on these pages we have modified. So, that means you have to give in very detail. So, preparation these things takes a lot of time also, lot of patience also. You should have a printout, because page number, figure number, line number, everything should be perfect. Suppose somewhere you write, suppose initially I write for lower ones. Later on I write for the upper ones. So in upper one I insert a figure. So page number will change. Okay, that's why it should be done top to bottom, and finally again you do a cross check. Or everything, page number, line number, everything is matching or not, whatever you have written here. Then comes your second reviewer. Okay. So you see here we have given a lot of description here, and like that you go on writing here. So depending on your luck, you may need to do more work or less work also. Okay. So like that we have written here. Then I will show you what changes you also do in the manuscript, revised one. Okay. This is the report. This is not the manuscript. This is the report or your reply. This is the revised one. So here you see we have introduced a word novel. Okay. So the author, the reviewer should know it quickly, that's why we have highlighted as a yellow, and it is written somewhere also. We have modified the title suitably. So suitably means immediately he will know it is a introduced a word. Okay. Then here you see one line is added here with new references added, whatever recommended there. So when you insert here, future one's serial number will change. That's why you see future, these things are modified. So that's why they are also becomes red. This was not told. This is required here. Situation demanded. So this also you will change. And also what you should do, though they might not have given the comment that there are grammatical errors, you should again further check grammatical errors. Wherever you see minor grammatical errors, that also you should update it. Because once it goes out of your hand, you do not have a scope to further rectify it. And once it's published, it remains forever. These are reference number. But here see few references added here, new references. Earlier 32 was there, so this is supposed to be 33. But because you have added some references here, 33 to 42, 10 references added here through one line only. That's why 33 becomes 43, 34 becomes 44. So all the references in future will get updated. That's why all are also indicated by red only here. Then here one word is introduced, that's why highlighted yellow. Again few lines are added here as per the comment somewhere. Here you see, so here it is written here. So together if you keep side by side you will understand. Okay, just I am showing here how to write. Here one line is added. Here this one I think missing, it is introduced here, FF, this one is F only, okay. Here once half of the paragraph is added here. So figure number changes, that's why this A is also made red here. I think one is added, so AB is there now. So earlier only one was there, so that's why 2 was there, but 2A is new. So that's why you are at 2A red. So this minor details you have to keep in mind. Again this figure caption is also modified, so it is made red. The new table is added, so everything is red now. Here this is added here. And this whole new paragraph is added. I think this whole figure is new. So one new figure inserted. So earlier you see figure 3 was there. Now a new figure entered. So in future all figures will be updated. But I think we have written it, so intentionally we have not written it, because we know if one figure is added means automatically it gets updated. This is also new figure added. This paragraph is added. So, like this, whatever the changes you are doing, you should try to highlight it in a way that can be understood by them, by the reviewer. So, here this much is added. So, this is, so you see appreciably you can say around 2 to 3 pages of material or 3 to 4 pages of material is added. So, that is why this we can classify as a major revision. Okay, minor revision means very small ones, minute ones. So, here a few additions, correction will be from our side also, because since we are author, we know better which is best, we can do minor changes also, whatever they have not requested, if we feel. You see, this was not written, so this symbol also added, this one was not written earlier, so this is added. And here you see, if you insert any new manuscript, 33 onwards, so 10 entered here. So, that is why they are been also highlighted here. This last one is also added here. So, this is your modified one. Clear? Okay. So, once you prepared it, you again log in into your portal. So, there again you will get the option, you submit the reply. When you go to submit the reply, you will get the option to upload the revised manuscript, the original will be remain there. So, there will be option to delete original also, but do not delete the original, let original remain, you upload the modified one. So, that is why you have renamed as version 1 also here or modified. Then also there will be option to upload the rebuttal or the comments to the reviewers. So, that you will upload, again you press the submit button. So, once you submit, again it will go for them to review, and finally you get the, we are expecting for the good reply again in the next time. So, this process will continue till the paper is either fully accepted or the paper is either fully rejected. So, any doubt here? No, you see, first thing is, if the journal has a page limit, still you have to incorporate it, okay. But if they are going to charge, as I said in many journals, that time you can request, we had prepared the manuscript according to the journal requirement, however, the increase in length occurred because of the feedback from the reviewers. In view of this, we request to waive of the fee. So, normally this fee waive request they will accept from genuine places only. So, they also know that ki what is the conversion rate between dollar and rupees. So, if you are a American and if you request for fee waiver for $200 US, they will never accept it. Again, as you have seen statistically, for one journal I have shown, there who was the authors from major countries, India, China, USA. So, if they will not take care of the problems of their, you see, because of the authors only they are surviving. If authors do not submit to them, their journal will gets closed. Like you take the case of a bank, how bank operates? Bank operates when people open savings account and when people open loan account. If only savings account will be opened, then bank will not survive. If only loan account is opened, then also bank will not survive, because you see, they take money from one place and they give money to others. Okay. So, when you open a savings account, you keep 1000 rupees. So, the rate of interest they will give you is 3 to 4%. But if I will ask for that same 1000 rupees, so they will give your 1000 rupees to me and they will tell you have to give 12% or 11% interest. And out of 11 they will pay you 4, remaining 7 is theirs. So, they are doing some expenditure, they are building internet, employee salary. So, they do 5 rupees expenditure, they earn a profit of 2 rupees. That is the calculation. If everybody will deposit, nobody will take loan, what they will do with the money? How they will earn the money? From where they will give you the interest? They will not able to do. That's why they need both, like that. So, if you want how a reviewer writes a review, then again you refer to the reviewer comments. So, from there you should understand, if in future you get a request to review, then you should also comment like this. So, first you write down little bit about their work, elaborating, then you give your overall judgment, considering the data presented in this work, current research trends, the reputation of the journal. I recommend acceptance with minor modification or not accepting in the present form. However, if you are rejecting also, then also you have to give comment. If you are rejecting also, then also you have to write. However, for the benefit of the authors, the comments are given below. Because if you are rejecting means the author has the full right to know why you are rejecting it. So, rejecting also the comments are helpful to you. So, they rejected it, but they have given lot of comments. So, you again incorporate all the comments. You have two options now. Since they have rejected, you cannot submit as a modification. The door is closed, but always you can submit as a fresh. So, again a new manuscript ID will be issued to you, but it may happen that they may again immediately reject also, or they may consider it for a review also. Depends on how much modified you have done and what their software is giving feedback to the editor. Otherwise, if you feel they may again reject, so you can submit to another journal. So, please remember, when you are submitting another journal, you just compare your first draft and this modified draft. Definitely it is better one. And since already you got the feedback of the reviewers, your manuscript will become better and strong. So, more probability of getting accepted in the other journal, and it is possible only because of the negative feedback you issued from the reviewers here. Clear? Okay. So, next we will go to another aspect here. In morning we are discussing about whether we should use a software for managing your references or not. Like Mendeley is a software for managing software. There is another software also known as the EndNote, and here you can see the price for the software for researchers in India. It says if you are a student, you can pay one time fee, that is 12,130 rupees, and you will get full version at a discount price. Okay. And since presently our students are getting a scholarship of 31,000 and you will be getting it a 5 years span, you just think for a while, can you afford it or not? It is once in lifetime only. So, I think you will be able to afford it. Okay. But since you are habituated not to spend a single rupee towards our study, so we feel this is a very big value, but it is only approximately 1/3 of your 1 month's scholarship. But it is going to make your life very simple if you feel the software is going to help you a lot. Also saves lot of time, and if your 4 or 5 friends are there, you can just divide this 12,000 among 5 friends. But as I told you, this is a single license, will be able to install on a one computer. You should have a understanding between them. Otherwise, it's like you start a business with 5 friends, and when you get a profit, your dispute starts. Who will become the CEO of the company? Like that. So, they again dispute on whose computer it will be installed. again whoever volunteers or dominates over others, the other trouble is that every time that computer will get disturbed, because everybody will want to use that software. You have to give your computer also. You become the physical owner among other 5, but you also have to give the computer share also with others. Then full license is 26. So, actual value 26, but they are giving a discount of 12 only per students. Okay. So, this is the alternate to Mendeley software. Then we will go to another thing we are discussing about, that is called the identity of a researcher. As we discussed earlier, how to distinguish two researchers whose name are same, like Misra P.N. Clear? So, there may be 2 or 3 Misra. If they are from different field, we can identify by publication, but if they are from same field, what will happen? Because I have experienced it in my life. When I was in class 6th, I had a friend in my same section. So, we had 4 sections in that school. I was in section B. I had another friend whose name is also exactly same as my name, Manoj Kumar Moharana. Coincidence. So, in class, teacher first told that actually they will write the names alphabetically. So, my name, they told this the first one is yours and the second one is others. So, we remember it. Then in exam, how to know whose answer sheet this one? So, we have to write the father's name there. And in examination also, from the father's name, in the admit card, father's name will be written. So, accordingly that we used to identify between them. So, it may happen that you find someone, a researcher in your same field, whose name is same. So, you may try to take due disadvantage by claiming that publications also as yours. Of course, if you go deeper into detail, definitely this is not possible, but at some point you can do it. For example, your name matches with somebody's name, age also matching. So, ticket is booked in your friend's name, but you can use that ticket unless and until the TT thoroughly verifies the photograph, everything like that. So, to overcome that problem, people got the idea that why not give some identity number to a research scholar. Like somebody thought in India, to find out bogus people in many sectors, introduce something called your Aadhaar ID, and they show that your biometric information will be linked to the Aadhaar ID, because it has been proved that no 2 people can have exactly same biometric signature. That is why they take all your 10 fingerprints. If one matches, then for other 9 it will not match. And other logic is that somebody, this finger may be missing also. Intentionally people may cut the finger also. Okay. That is why they will do the combinations. So, there are few things are there. The simple one, and every research scholar should have it, is you should create something known as your Google Scholar profile. Already I have explained you what is Google Scholar. So, you go to Google and you just type Google Scholar, it will take you there. That is scholar.google.com. And here you see, if you open this page here, you will find out here it says my profile. If you want to search something, you click it here, but if you want to open your own profile, if you have not still opened, you go there, you create your own profile, and once you create the profile, it will look something like this. So, this one is my profile, and the good thing is that once you create, all your publication gets added to this automatically. Google do it for you, nothing to be worried. Okay. For example, here it says my name, the way it is written, it is decided by me. Obviously, I think I created this one when I was a student. After joining here again, I updated this information. So it will authenticate also. Otherwise, you can create a profile in anybody's name. So it will authenticate also, like it says verified email at nitrkl.ac.in. So it is verified through this email ID. Okay. Then here you can write down your research interests, and here you can see, here you get all your publications. As you can see the title, then because a article may have multiple authors, this is your profile, so obviously your name, and because you see the article belongs to every author equally. So it will not display only your name, it will display all other authors' name. So here you see all other authors' names are also there along with my name. Then name of the journal, etc. So initially, and if at any time you feel anything is missing here, you can also manually add it. And computer is not God, computer also sometimes may do mistake, like exactly same name another person may be there. Computer may also mistaken like that. So your publication may be added to another's profile, or others publication may be added here in this profile. So in that case manually also you can do the editing. Then here you can see there is second column is cited by number of research articles and the year of the publication. So you can change the order also here, whether you want to sort it by year or sort it by title or sort it by number of citations. Whatever you like you can do it here. So now I clicked here, so it is sorting year wise. So latest year is giving at the top, and your first publication you will get at the bottom. This year so far one only published. Okay. So it will never be a uniform distribution. So this year, which one? Cited by, that I will come. So here you see this year 1, last year I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay. Then last year 2 only, previous year 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, sometimes 0 will be also there. I told you na, in PhD you may get everything in the last year only. So it's not like that you will get. So averagely you can say 5 years I got 20 publication, averagely every year 4 publication. But every year you will get 4, there is no guarantee. Sometime 1, sometime 10, sometime 3, sometime 8. So random distribution will be there. Okay.
Original paper or the review?
Everything. You see, for a review paper or your original research paper, you get equal credit. Because review paper also does not come free of cost. Writing review paper is more difficult than an original research paper. Writing original research paper is very easy, because you have already done, na. Suppose I will tell you, write a essay on your trip to Simla. You went to Simla for a 1 week visit. So write a essay. Simply you can write it. Ki I had went to Simla with my uncle and my brothers. We started journey from train. Whatever happened, you just write it. But if I will say, okay, you write a imaginary trip to Simla, which you have never gone, you are in trouble. You have to do imagination and write. But you will say, उसमें तो पैसा भी खर्चा नहीं होगा, ट्रिप भी नहीं करना है, ऐसे भी हो जाएगा. But which will be very difficult. Okay. So then cited by means how many people have used your reference in their paper to write their paper. Like I used in my paper 50, like this people wrote in my, that means this paper have been cited by 76 research articles. So in 76 papers you will find out this number is there. And if you want to know who are the 76 lucky or unlucky fellows, if you want to thank them, then you click here, it will give you the list. All 76. Okay. And if you switch on your alert, automatically you will get an email on your mail ID whenever somebody cites your article. Okay, this value will continuously growing this value. It will never decrease. It will remain constant or a little increase. Okay. And here you can see they have presented the information statistically in which year how many citations you received. For example, in 2015, 67 research articles used our research articles name. Okay. So, here this is a trend, and here this year is incomplete. So, when the year will end, that will be the final value. So, this is a dynamic value presently. So, you click here, it gets 68. Last time it was 106, like that. Which one 32? This one? Cited by 32. Oh, this one. Why it is stuck? Na? Actually, we published one conference proceedings, then later they invited us for a what we call as a book chapter. So, we wrote a book chapter, and that that book edition they withdrawn or something they did later on. So, that is why actually it is actually same only. That is why it is written 2 times. One is as a journal paper, one is as a book chapter. So, that is why it will count only one. Computer also smart, because it is 2 name for same thing, it will not count it 2 times. So, that is why it is showing that it is already counted once, that is why this will not count you. Okay. So, no, year of publication are different, but content is same, na? Content is same. The person is same. If you change your dress and take a photo, you will not change. It is same person's photograph. Titles are same. So, I could have manipulated by changing the title also, but I had no intention, that is why I wrote it same only. Okay. If you change slightly title, then it will become different. So, what it basically indicate, out of all your publication, which is best? So, blindly you can say this is best. Why? Simply it is giving more citation to you. Okay. But logically if you see, this is also very older one. But it is not like that. Sometimes old will have less citation, new one will also have more citation. It depends how your work is important to others. That is why I said, na, always you select a emerging topic. But if topic is going to die very fast, means after 5 years nobody will there to read your paper also. That is also important. Emerging and should be have long run, not only emerging. Otherwise, huh? Emerging or not? Others. How others got my paper? This number is increasing. Everything is doing computer, doing simple. What Google is doing? Google is crawling everywhere. So, computer science student will be able to understand the better what the word crawl. What I can explain simply is, I visit this room every day, every time. Going one place to another place. I see what is there now. I keep in my memory. I go to another chair like that. Again after 10 days I will go everywhere. So, I will see, okay, last time there was one paper written 2 line, now there are 2 paper written 6 line. Okay, this new things also added to my memory. And now it will see, you see how you know it is a journal paper or conference paper. Suppose I will show some written thing, whether it is a newspaper or a journal paper or an ordinary paper, how you know it? How you know it is a newspaper? Simple, by looking at it, we know that how newspaper looks like, we know it. So, computer also algorithm design. Any document will be called as a research article if each had a heading with few names, affiliations, abstract, keyword. If these things are there, then it is a research article. That means these are the authors. Okay. And name is same, affiliation is same. So, how computer will identify Manoj Kumar Mohan NIT Rourkela. But if you see whole NIT Rourkela, in this name only one fellow is there. So that means it's me only. If two persons are there, again the confusion, who is that one? That's why I told you na, that concepts are coming, giving identity to a researcher. So, okay. So here we are not talking about ensuring distinguishing two persons. That is a different story, that will come. This I said, you should have your own profile to know how things are going for your research work. Why? It's not that every day you open and see. It's not for that purpose. Like you open a savings account, you deposit 100 rupees, every day you go and check what is the interest you earn. That is not the motto. You opened it, that next year I will need the money, so I deposited it, like that. So this is required somewhere, so you created profile. Profile is being maintained automatically by Google. And sometimes you feel some dispute, you use the option given, manually you modify it. So you can ask, what is the use of this profile? For example, when a PhD student will ask, will apply for a job after his PhD, they will ask, what is the number of citations for you? So you cannot say, I do not know. Then you will say, okay, you are not fit for our job. So from Google profile only you will tell, my citation is this value. Then they will say show documentary proof, you will show it a screenshot, this one. If this is wrong also, you are not responsible. You cannot be blamed. Clear? So total my papers in total have been cited by 516 papers. That is the meaning. As on today, every day it will change. In same day also it will change with time. And gradually it will grow, never it will decrease. Remain constant or it will grow. Then what they are saying, there is something called your H index. Already somebody asked sometime, what is H index? H index is defined as your n number of papers cited n number of times. What is that n value? Cited n number of times or more. Actually, it's like two ways to judge a researcher. One way is, he is publishing every day one paper, but nobody is reading. Another researcher, he published only one paper in whole lifetime, but every day all researchers are reading it. Again I am repeating, one researcher publishing one paper every day, but his paper nobody is reading. Another researcher published only one paper in his whole lifetime, but this paper everybody is reading every day. So which one is better? Publishing one paper or one paper every day? One paper in whole life is better than writing one paper every day. Because nobody is using this one paper every day. That means, why nobody is reading your one paper every day? They are not useful for anybody. So what it means, you should do research which is useful for the society, not for increasing your number. So research is all about fulfilling the requirements of the mankind for the betterment of the society. So again I am reading, H index means your n number of papers cited n or more times. So to understand this, let us write here. Suppose I write one paper, so my paper number 1. Okay. So today I have 16 citations. Paper number 2, I have 9 citations. Paper number 3, I have 3 citations. Paper number 4, 1 citation. Paper number 5, no citation. So I am writing 0 here. So what will be the H index here? You see, I am writing the definition. N number of papers cited n or more number of times. So, we start with 1, 2, 3, 4, we will verify the statement. Okay. So, if n is 1, so one paper cited 1 or more times, but there are 4 papers are there which are cited 1 or more number of times. But 2 is also true, 3 also true. So, the highest value you will consider here. That means here your H index is 4 here. That I can say there are, no, 4 papers are not cited 4 times. This is not cited 4 times. Na? Every paper should have been cited that much number of times.
Okay. That is 3.
So, here H index will be 3 here. Because 3 papers are cited, that means every paper out of these 3 cited 3 times or more. So, in this case H index is 3 only. Okay. Then there is another word,
I-10 index.
I-10 index. What is I-10 index? How many of your papers are cited 10 times or more? So, here you see what is the difference between them, you try to understand.
H index is quality wise higher.
H index growth will be very slow.
Very slow.
Because you see, 2 example, one person having, both are having 20 publication. One person, one publication, very high number of citation, maybe 2000 times. Other publication, 0 citation. Another fellow, every publication, 100 times. That means, here this fellow having one publication 1000 times, he wrote one very good article and remaining are useless article. And this researcher, all articles are not very good but good, because every article is giving some average values of citation. The number of articles here is very high. High means it should be 40 or something maybe. 58. So, every article will not give you citation. For example, you see here, this is from 2011 only, we got 5, but this is 2021 already got 4. Okay. So, it depends on your topic of work and where you have published, and like that. And second thing is, for example, when you write research, again one question can arise, is this is the number of articles available in the whole world in that topic? इसके अलावा और है नहीं, कोई लिखा नहीं है आर्टिकल इस टॉपिक में? It may not happen. You will also not go on writing everything, na? Otherwise you might have 300 references only. So, what you do? First thing, you go on collecting whatever you get. So, whatever you get means the way of your search, whether it is subscribed in your institute or not. Suppose you do not have access to an article, you cannot read it. If you cannot read it, there is no question of citing it. That's why I am saying, na, the option B of publication, it is free for the reader, paid by the author. In this case, you get more citation, because when you type in Google, everybody can see it. So, they can see it means they will definitely cite your paper.
But that in CV, that is not more lesser value in CV.
No, that is not lesser value, I will tell you. If that is a good journal, see, you try to understand, there are 2 types of journals are there. One is good, one is predatory. Okay, good journal, earlier there was only one option of publishing for the authors. Free for authors. Okay, only one option, but difficult to publish. Why? Subjected to quality standards, because we have seen 24% acceptance rate in that journal, means 24% only accepted, remaining are rejected. So, question is the 25th fellow not done good work? If it is 80% good, means next fellow will be 79 good, na, but there is somewhere there will be cut off. Somewhere there will be cut off. So, that does not mean, for example, you see somebody got 60%, somebody got 59.9%. So, this is second division, this is first division. That does not mean second division do not know anything, but somewhere you have to have a boundary line. So, whichever paper rejected also equally good with the accepted one. Okay. But that does not mean all rejected one very good one. Clear? So, some good will be rejected, some bad will be also be sometimes accepted. So, earlier there was only one option, only good papers used to be accepted. So, you submit it 3 times, you find it rejected. So, somebody told, there is a journal is there, you submit it, I submitted, I just paid only 2000. After 7 days it is published. Why are you struggling for last 3 months? Then you get motivated. Let's give 2000 rupees. Because if I will finish my PhD degree, then I will quickly join the job. I will get 50,000 quickly. This will compensate here. I am giving only 2000. So, 40,000 I am getting profit. So, on your friend's suggestion, you decide to pay 2000 and you get one publication. Clear? Okay. So, these good journals found that some of their customers supposed to publish here, because of this criteria they are running here, okay, or that is why they motivate, so here partly people are motivated to publish here. Who are motivated? Whose quality is less. From there they got idea that, you see, we are not earning anything directly from the author, we are earning from the reader, and here they are earning from the author. So, let us introduce a scheme like them also, we will earn from the author. So, they are saying you give $2000, not rupees, this is rupees, this is dollar, because here it will become $2000, you will never do it, because it is beyond your capacity. There may be few, but everybody will not go. So, here they say you pay 2000, quality is same, quality is no compromise, but it is free for user. So, why you are motivated? Now you pay from your pocket, in 5 years your citation will be, instead of 619, it will be 6190. And your friend who started career with you is only at the same 6119 only. Why? Because he opted scheme A and you opted scheme B, both papers are quality. Just a minute. Both papers are quality. And since your citation is more, whoever will see your profile will say it is a very good researcher and this is not a very good researcher. This will give an impression to them, though both are equally good researcher. So, this is basically a business tactics to earn money by the good organizations. So, in principle this is not called a paid journal, this is called a paid journal. That means you have no option, you have to pay to publish, but here they are not forcing you, you paid on your wish, on your side. Clear? Quality is same, but from government point of view, they are saying, since you paid, there likely to be this is not a good. Why to bother whether it is good or not? Since you paid, we assume it bad. That means we discourage you to pay here. Indirectly government is saying. Because again there will be 20 students. Everybody will come, nahi, ours is a good one paid, not free wala paid, matlab bogus wala paid. So again somebody should be there to check it is good one paid or bogus one paid. That's why as per NIT MRR rule presently, if you paid for publication, the word it says, it does not say it is a bogus journal. If you paid for publication, you will not get any credit for that one. So we never opt for that one. Again we cannot afford from our pocket. Institute will also not pay. That's why we go for this option only. If your parents can pay, you can opt for this one. And you, from your own wish, you take a risk not to be given credit in future. What is your query?
Sir, in good journal, they only ask money after accepting the manuscript.
After accepting. They will not ask. They will give you option. They will give option. You want, you pay free for reader or you free for you, pay for reader. They will not force you. It is a choice for you. If you say I will pay, then they will send you the bill, you have to pay immediately. Okay. But there is another type of journal is also there for your information. Good journal, but they will say our policy is that our journal is free for all the readers and mandatory to pay for all the authors. Clear? Good journal, free for reader and to be paid by the author. So these are also called paid journal, because you paid to publish, but since you paid, they did not accept it. Here they have accepted it because you are paying. They are not doing quality check. This is quality check. But again this comes under this category. As per our Indian scenario, I am not saying it is global scenario. As per our Indian scenario, again same question, you paid money, likely to come under this category. Who will take risk? That's why put in this category. But whoever is knowledgeable person, they will understand that this is a good journal. But you have to take that much risk. Let few people does not accept, but since it is a good, whoever qualified or educated people, they can understand if I explain twice that key I paid because it demands to pay. And there is no compromise at the level of quality of this article. Clear? Okay. And from our government point of view, if you see, since they will allow that this good quality paid journals be counted, every research scholar or faculty will send the bill to institute. Ki, sir, I published 2 papers, I paid 60,000, you pay immediately. So it is a burden to the government. So that's why government wants to avoid it. So this is the best way. You say it will not be counted, so nobody will ask for the money. That is also one way you can say. Any doubt here? Okay, fine. So here you got the clear what is H index and I10 index. So similarly, you can ask why it is I10 index, why not I11 or I15? Whoever introduced, he thought 10 is a reasonable number today, but I guess this value may increase tomorrow. So I10 they will say it is obsolete, everybody is getting 10 very easily. You see, simply values will grow with time. So maybe after 30 years or 50 years you will see this may be 56,000. If I do not do any research also, maybe, I do not say definitely, it will gradually continue without doing any further work, only if my topic is emerging for a long run. emerging for a long run. Then only people will, after 30 years also, people will see my paper. For example, see, my field is macrochannel heat transfer. The first person did this work in 1983. That fellow never thought ki for a long run it will go. Still it is running. 83 means 17 plus 22. 39 years, still it is one emerging top, one good field here. So 39 means one fellow's full research life will cover there. Somebody, I do not remember, somebody introduced this concept. Actually, basically, these concepts are introduced by librarians. What is the job of librarian? Librarian's job, what we have seen in our 12th standard college, not like that. Only issuing books, returning book, keeping books. They are actually not librarian. They are actually clerical level people. Librarians' role is greater to assist the research scholars. Librarians also equally qualified. Their salary is also equivalent to a professor's. The chief librarian, which is called librarian, is equivalent to a professor. Then they will have deputy librarian, assistant librarian, so many posts are there. So their salary and reputation is at par with the position of the faculty members. Okay, so lot of things to do for them. Only thing is that whether they are doing their job or not, that depends depending on the situation and place. Clear? So morning I told you na, one librarian created a list of predatory journals. He might have thought sometime. He took the pain, and after that what happened? Few journal publishers, they did a court case against this fellow. This is a very simple trick. Suppose you said something against a fellow in media, you next day sent a court notice. Then he will say, no, I am sorry. I withdraw my words. So this is a trick. You may be on the wrong side, but by looking at the court notice, that person may come in tension and he will say, I am sorry, I am withdrawing my words. Otherwise, they will say, you withdraw it, otherwise you have to pay compensation 1 crore. The values will be written very high, 1 crore. Though they know that ki hardly they will get 5 or 10 rupees only. Clear? So in that case also so many publishers, they sued them, and after that the process slowed. So then you see, this will demotivate people, na? But still some others are maintaining that record. I can show you that list also. I think it should be there here. Okay, so here I found a very nice article, why you should not publish in predatory journal, why you should not pay money. Okay, so here it very nicely explained. The first thing is the definition. So when you call a journal to be predatory journal, also called fraudulent, what I use the word bogus, alternate word, okay, deceptive, pseudo journals or imaginary journals are publications that claim to be legitimate scholarly journal, claim, but they are not actually, okay, but misrepresent their publishing practices. What is publishing practice? How vigorously they are checking, doing the review process, how qualified their reviewers are, whether they are really sending to reviewers or not. They will keep your manuscript for 7 days, after 7 days they will write an email, your manuscript is accepted without any change, you are very happy. Okay. Some common forms of predatory publishing practice include, what they do, this illegal work is that falsely claiming to provide peer review. That means they are not doing any review, not sending to anybody, but they will say, we sent to 3 reviewers, the comments were very good. They will not give any comment, but they will write, your comments were very good, positive. Hiding information about article processing charges. That means they will not initially say ki you have to pay money sometimes. After they will say accepted, then say you give the money. So then you will feel it is already accepted. If I do not give, again I will miss one opportunity. So that's why you will get motivated to pay the money. Misrepresent members of the journal's editorial board. Whatever the editorial board written in the website may be imaginary persons. Persons might have been died. Okay, like that. Or some internet, you take some photo, you give some name, some imaginary qualification. That is also possible. And violate the copyright ethics also. And interesting thing what is given here is that suppose you submit one article without, you are in a process of thinking, should I submit not, submit not. Some fellow said, first let's submit, after that we will make a decision, we can withdraw also. Because unless until I pay, he will not publish, na? That is our intention. But what these fellows occasionally do, the moment you submit, they upload to the internet. Later on they will communicate you, it is accepted, you pay the money. So before you pay the money, they will upload it to the internet. And you thought ki I have not paid money means I have not published with them. It is your thinking, but already they have published it. And when your other friend motivates you go for a good one, it will show plagiarism, because it will say already it is there in the open domain. Your small mistake can ruin your life. Okay. So you see here, because of their increasing prevalence, their article aims to provide helpful information for authors on how to identify. That is, this article says, we are explained here in this article how to identify this predatory journal. Actually, I told you, if you apply little bit common sense, you can understand, but if you still feel you have a doubt, we can go through this article. Okay. So this is the librarian, what I was talking about, who created the list of these predatory journals. A very big list, not 5, 6, 10, 11,000 or so high. Jeffrey Bell. You see, characteristics of predatory journal, very good list is given. May advertise an unrealistic timeline for publication. So what they will do is, they will send emails to potential authors. How know the potential author? For example, all faculties' email IDs are written in website. So they use softwares, they collect the email IDs, they do not do manually. Nowadays softwares are available. And they will write, dear professor, this article is very good, you submit to hours one, review time is 2 weeks. Somewhere I have shown, na? Review time, it was shown some 67 days. So it will 2 weeks or 15 days like that. So you come in that trap, here they are publishing very quickly. Okay. And what I have told here, they will publish anything. Even some people has proved it. If you copy paste a newspaper also submit to them, they will also say that your paper is very good. You can do this experiment also yourself. You copy paste from newspaper and you send, you will get very good article. Then the name of the journals will be almost similar to the name of reputed journals. Okay. So this is a common practice. So you just change the spelling little bit only. So recently, 2 weeks back, I was somewhere in a city. In a market, I found there was an ice cream shop. It was one kind of mela during that car festival, the second one, return car festival. It was an ice cream shop with a mic announcing, buy one ice cream, get one free. And what was the brand? Actually, the voice was not clear because it is crowded, but by looking at the signboard, first I found it is a Amul ice cream, Amul, 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 the reputed one. So if you have your experience, you will see Amul ice creams are the most branded one in India, and never they will give you a discount of half rupee also. Any Amul product, because margin of profit is very less there. Then I thought how it is possible, Amul ice cream, buy one get one. They can write 1 rupee discount or 5% discount that, but it is 50% discount. Then I closely observe it is written AMOL, AMOL, not U. U they have made it O. And it is written exactly same, the exact style font they have used, that one U they have made O. So it is a AMOL ice cream, not Amul ice cream. So here also they do the same principle. Their names will be almost same as the branded or reputed journals. Okay. So they will send lot of emails to peoples. Okay. So you can see here, I can share this link also. Very many things, features are written here. And if say why you should avoid submitting predatory publishers, you will say okay, let them do, but why I should be worried? So here are the reasons here. As I already told you, if you publish in this type of journals, if one publication in your CV and others are good, this also will degrade your research profile. People will feel you are inclined towards this kind of activity. Okay. So sometimes they may reject you for a job also, because they find this type of publication is there in your CV. That's why never you should go for this kind of publications. Okay, then you will come to our original topic, that we have seen one Google Scholar profile. Then there is something called your ORCID, ORCID. Okay, so if you go there here, you will find out the website is orchid.org, orcid.org. So what is basically this one is, this is nothing but it provides the identity of a researcher. So it distinguishes you from other researchers in different ways, as you can see here described here. So it is nothing but you can say it is the Aadhaar of a researcher. So this they will give you a number looking similar to your Aadhaar card number only. Okay, and it is unique, personal, and it will identify you. So nowadays it is becoming almost mandatory also. So my recommendation will be, so if you do not have your Google Scholar profile, do it today and also create this one also today.
Anybody can create this.
Anybody can create this.
Just not required to have taken admission on.
No, it does not matter. It is free one only. Slowly, whenever you have your future whatever publications, automatically it will added into this profile. So let me
Hello,
log in.
sir.
Hello.
Sir, what are the advantage if I register on ORCID?
Advantage is first thing is your name will be present on internet. You ask your friends, type my name, you see my name is coming. Okay, that is the first advantage you get. You show your presence on the world of www. Okay, that is the first advantage you get. Second advantage is you tell your friends ki I know about ORCID, do you know it? So you become a teacher of your friend. Then next time you are going to submit your research article, it will ask you, you should have your ORCID ID. So soon it is going to be mandatory, very soon. Nowadays also they are asking. So in morning also when I have shown while submitting, it has the option. Since I was doing an experiment, it was not an actual submission, so that's why I did not, it asked there if you recall. So let me log in here to my one here. It is a 16 digit. Our Aadhaar is also a 16 digit. I guess this is inspired by Aadhaar or maybe Aadhaar is inspired by this. We have to check which one. I think Aadhaar is older. So this I guess is inspired by Aadhaar. So you see, I logged in now. Here is my ORCID ID. So another benefit now I got, you see, now I got 4, 6, 7 zeros at the beginning, probably because initial dash I created. So now you create, you will not get 7 zeros. So if you create after a long time, again there will be so many numbers will you will find difficult to remember. So create it today only. Okay. So this is your ORCID ID. So whenever somebody asks you or you need to write somewhere what is your ORCID ID, you just write this 16 numbers. Okay, no need to write this one. So this is your link. So it is kind of your website. So if somewhere you need to write your website, if you do not have any website, you can just give this link also. This link, not ID, because ID means you have to type, then it will come. If you give this link, it acts as a website. It acts as a website.
QR we provided what is okay. QR code we provided what we can also give our QR code.
Everything you can give, everything you can give. So here you see, here you can write down your biography, your activity. This is what I can say a social networking site of research scholars or researchers. So the important benefit you will get is that you will link with people. There are some others also there. We are coming one by one. Okay. So
Sir, can I access the other researchers' research paper on this same BBP website?
obviously. You see, all the research items are in public domain. So this is a public profile. This is not a secret one. So if you want to see my ORCID profile, you should have your ORCID account should be there. So it will ask you to log in. Okay, it will ask you to log in. You log in, you can see my mines.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. So here actually I am not using it vigorously. Since it is mandatory in submitting papers, I have created it, and whenever required, then only I am logging into this one. Okay. Then there is something called one is known as Publons, Publons, Publons. This is a similar type of website where you can manage all your research and related activities. Like if you are doing review work, you want it to be credited, you want some credit. They are not giving any money, but you want some credit. You want to include it in your CV. Ki I am a reviewer of this, I am a reviewer of that. So when you do review some journal papers, they give certificates also. If it is useful, you should collect them. If it is not useful, you should not worry about whether they are giving certificates or not. So features are here written, you can say. It can say that you can import this information into your CV. It will integrate everywhere. That means it will take out data automatically. When you do the review, when you submit the review, there your author account is there, that will be linked to your Publon account. You submit review means there it will take the data and it will feed into this account here. It will say you have completed one review. Suppose you have completed 30 reviews means they will say your total number of reviews is 30. Okay. So many things are there. So you go through them and you explore this one. Then you have something called researcher ID. So you see, so if you want to know just a description of Publon, what is, it is a commercial website, track, verify, showcase the peer review and editorial contribution for academic journals. Okay. Actually people develop with creative mind, and other people they look for business opportunity, they purchase it, they integrate with their systems, etc. So there is a big group, Clarivate is a very big group, and also like our Elsevier is also very big group. So whenever one small groups develop something, they purchase it, they integrate with their systems. Because they feel if that system will grow, it may be a threat to their systems. That's why before it grow, they purchase and integrate with their ones. That means they does not allow the enemy to grow. Then if you go to this researcher ID, it is also similar to your ORCID ID only. That's why here also the word is there. Actually researcher ID, it seems to be like your Aadhaar, we can understand researcher ID. ORCID ID, I do not know from where he got the idea. ORCID ID, again same ID. ID means identity. Okay. So here this one you can log in with the, integrate with your problem because both belongs to the same owner. So if owners are same, they allow to integrate the data. Actually these are similar only, but as I said, why they are maintaining multiple things? Because they feel that if it grows independently, in future it may become a threat, once become grow. That's why they integrate it, and after some time maybe they will throw it one out. So you see, you get the information about this researcher ID, you can explore there. It is an identifying system for scientific authors. Okay. So ये Thomson Reuters is a organization, big one, Thomson Reuters, scientific publisher. So they started in 2008. I do not know. Presently, I think Clarivate they purchased them. So you see, researcher ID integrated with Pavlon, and this together are integrated with Web of Science, and they also purchase ORCID. So all whatever coming, they are purchasing and they are integrating together. And they do tie up with their same line business. For example, initially they will write in their own publication ki okay, writing mandatory to write ORCID ID because it is their own or their journals. But if they write mandatory, people may do revolt. So what they will tell, they will also talk with other publishers. You integrate, you give this option in your system also, we will give ours. Because they will have mutual agreement. If they will develop something, they will also allow here to do that one. Okay, then there is another good thing is there. What is that? I forgot. ResearchGate. This is also a very useful site for research scholars. However, I am not very active in all these sites. Okay, I have to explore the password now here. नहीं, हाँ हो सकता है. हाँ, you did a correct guess. Yeah, I logged in. Okay, fine. You see, this is the ResearchGate account. I do not use, or very occasionally I open it. So here you see, lot of messages are there. So what is the option is that here, this is exactly Xerox copy of I think Facebook account. In Facebook, what you post is anything. Here people post only related to research activities, because only researchers will find this to be interesting. If you are not a researcher, within 24 hours you will close your account, because you do not understand anything here. Okay. So what you get here, here people will like your research articles, they will send a request to your research article. So I think this is a, as I told you the trick, in olden days when these platforms were not there, if you want a research paper not available for you, write a email. But nowadays, here you can locate that research paper. From research paper you can locate the author, and their option is there. You press the button, request for full paper. Then whenever that author will reply there, you will get that one. And many of the papers they have uploaded, you can download it instantly, and many of the papers when they permit, you can download it. So you can see here, if you go through this profile, Binayak Das requested a full text of your publication. So here last year January 12, 2021. So his bad luck is I am not using this profile, so I am not read it. So now I have two options. I can decline the request, means I do not want to give the full paper, or I can view the request. What is the request? So declining without reading what he is asking. Okay. So what he is asking? He is asking for this new paper. So this is a conference proceedings. So if I want to reply, I can respond here. Conference paper. So then I have to upload give the file here. I think it is not available here. Whatever I remember. Okay. Then here you will see lot of you have a new citation. So your paper somebody cited. So you get the notifications. That means it is everything will be related to research only. So it is only about research and research. Non-researchers are not welcome here. So here you can see, for example, initially when you are opening account, I think you have to edit, or nowadays automatically also I guess they are being updated. And here just like your Twitter, you follow some people. There are how many people here who have a Twitter account? Can you raise your hands? Okay, there are 3. That means very limited number I feel. I do not remember, but I think I opened my Twitter account in the year 2009. When I was in Germany, I think it opened that time only. Somewhere I came to know that about Twitter, so I opened an account and I logged in, and I found that what you can do in that there, you can write only 60 words, or say not word, individual letter 60 only, that is very small thing. That is I am going, I am eating, something like that, only small things you can write. Then I thought, I did not find anything interesting. So I could not understand what is the motive of this platform, because nobody was there. Because you see, simple thing, you go to a city, you find nobody. Car is there, food is there, everything is there, but no human being is there. How you will feel? It's equivalent to a desert, it's equivalent to a forest. So I found same thing. I found nobody related to me, and somehow I got 2-3 fellows there. Maybe people like me all are doing experiments, but after that I forgot that, almost forgot that. Because I found, you see, I will write something, I am eating, what I will do, I am going, what people will do, nothing. There is no option to give photo, nothing, only you can give small text only, very small text. Even sometimes your thought cannot be also written. That's why they call it microblogging site, something they give the name. Then again I re-logged into the account. Recently means during the year 2021, when I realized that now it has become very popular. And why I entered into this one? only because of this COVID situation, and our Rourkela municipality, they will update, and our Odisha state government health department, they will update these COVID informations. To know that one only, I again logged in and installed in my mobile after maybe more than 10 years. And now I observed that lot of features they have increased there, and still I feel from your people no use that one only to get the information. It is one sided only. If I will write something, it will not reach nobody, I guess. I feel so. So it is for big people to write and small people to read. I feel so, it like that. Okay, so here also you can look for researchers, you can make friendship with them. There are different advantages are there, like you may have never met with them, but whenever his paper gets published, you give a like, okay, something like that. You request for a paper, that means definitely somewhere that person will remember your name, okay. Not like that ki somebody will ask her how many friends you have in researcher get, you tell the name, not like that. If you will read the name somewhere, he will feel I know somewhere, somehow, like that he will realize. So just imagine ki your paper goes to review for that person, or maybe your thesis goes to review to that person. You might get some due advantages, that one. So and lot of useful features are there here. So you explore them and you get yourself benefited.
Field of research.
Huh.
Suppose this THOMA and this model, hydrogen, sustainability, renewable energy, environmental impact.
The
Field of his interest.
field of interest. Even here people writing like blogging. So lot of information is there. If you have any doubt also, you can post it here, people are replying here. So anybody who is active here, researcher ID, you are having?
I am not too active here.
Not active. So you have an account, you are. So just you explore. But I feel there are lot of useful features are there. But I do not have time to go through that one. So that's why I am not using it. But I think there are lot of features are there. Okay. So for example, you see, got it. You will get something like this. Here you can see. This is a paper, it is not from me, it is from somebody. No, sorry. I got a suggestion that you request them for full paper. That means they might have done something that ki please advertise our paper. That's only I am getting this option ki here if I will press request full text means I am asking them give your paper, but I do not know them. I do not have interest with this work also. Suggested research based your interest. So some keyword or my word are matching, that's why you are giving a suggestion. They might have done it active somewhere in that account. Okay. So here you go, your profile, everything you see, your basic things you write down, then your research activity, all your publication, conference, everything you can maintain it here, like that. Then statistics also you get, how many people cite how many people download it, how many people read your article. So these things you get, some points also it is giving. You see research interest 299.3. So I guess higher means better, something like that. You see total reads 6,392. Full text reads 1515, other reads means they have read one page and forgot it, so something is there like that. Okay, so many useful features are there, so you can explore and get benefited. So we will go for a break now. It is ready? Just you check, okay, fine. Okay, it will take some time. Okay, fine. So is there any doubt from your side? Okay. Then what other skills you should have is like that, One frequently what you encountered is you converting Word to PDF, PDF to Word, these features, these are very simple. So, nowadays it is available in your Word only, you can save just as a PDF. Okay. But another thing you frequently require is you merge two PDFs, okay, and you have a PDF, you embed one page inside. So, many simple online based softwares are also available. So, these things you should explore and you learn them together. Let me check what other things we can cover. Branch list. Okay. So, next topic we can discuss is structure of research thesis. So, how a thesis should look like. So, any doubt from the online audience? So, this is a very interesting website, you can note down. This is from Elsevier Group. It is your researcher academy. The web link address is researcheracademy.elsevier.com. researcheracademy.elsevier.com, and here you see, if you go to the website of every journal publisher, you will find out lot of information related to research activities, like how to write a research article, how to write a good research article, what to do, what not to do, checklists, this kind of information you will find out nowadays on the website of most of the journal publishers. Okay. So, here you can see many things are there, research preparation, writing for research, publication process, navigating peer review, communicating your research. So, here if you go different blogging in the form of blogs or articles, they provide a lot of information here, and in the form of small videos also they give lot of you see here 10 reasons to get and use an ORCID ID. Okay. How to write a lay summary. So, many things are there. So, just give some time and you explore these websites here. How to design effective figures for review articles. Let me check this one. There will be writings will be there, videos will be there also, PowerPoints will also be there. So, you see, this is a video how to design effective review articles. Okay. An editor's guide to writing a review article. So, that means how to write a review article. How to write an interdisciplinary audience. That means your topic, whatever you write, creates interest among your branch of field of study as well as other branches also. That means how to link it with others. Okay. Get unlimited access, sign in with, register with your email ID. Okay, let me try. You switch on the AC for the last half full, because they will switch off the plant after 6. We will be here up to 7:30. So, we need the AC till 7:30. Whatever cold remains, we should be able to survive.
So welcome to our webinar on figure design for scientific articles. And here you'll notice
they also regularly organize free webinars. So, if you do registration in their site, you get these informations, and so these are, since international audience is there, so their times may be at odd times sometimes also, because it will be, suppose it is they are presenting from America morning 8, so you do not know what is the time here, or somebody presenting from Europe evening 7. So accordingly some time will be there, but it is worth attending. You can set time in your mobile. Nowadays it is very easy. Okay.
an asterisk in the title, and that's because we will discuss both research and review articles. So before we dive into all things figure related, I thought we would summarize what was already been mentioned and introduce ourselves again.
Webinars they conduct it, they basically record it and they do some basic editing, and they make as a learning video, and they keep it in their websites. So lot of information is there. So you go to this website and please explore them. Many things you will find out here. So any doubt here? Otherwise we will take a small break for tea, and we will again come here after 5 minutes. Okay, thank you all.